Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Happy Friday. I have not talked to y'all since Tuesday, and I'm here. How y'all doing? I hope everyone had a great week. We're going to have a great weekend. We're going to have a great live, and then we can all go to sleep. Okay, because it's been a long week. I feel like this week lasted 2 weeks, and I don't know why. Okay, but we are going to get into some things today, child, because everybody is up here acting a fool one way or the other, okay? We got Gucci Mane in them updates, okay? Offset and spoke out after getting shot. And that man trying to get a DNA test. I said, why you trying to DNA test that girl baby? Okay, Drew up and getting evicted out of her own house. Just things is going on, Chris Brown and Chris Brown and Usher got some things going on or whatever. But again, it is things to get into. Okay, but y'all know first things first. If you've not done so already, take a little second, make sure that you are subscribed already. Make sure that you have liked this video, that you are commenting in the comment section, child, that you are sharing the video and all the good things that I ask y'all to do every single time I come around here, girl. Okay. Again, I was live on Tuesday. And that was a good old time. Okay. And I was going to go live yesterday, but I said, girl, don't do it. Don't do it. Just go live on Friday, okay? I did Housewives of Atlanta, so go watch that if you have not already. I did Lamar's the documentary or whatever. Again, conversations were had all week or whatever. So again, whatever video you have not watched yet, go watch it. Go watch it. Go comment on it. Okay, go like it. But today we have these people here, and I was having a damnedest time, child, trying to figure out a thumbnail color scheme. I can't do black again. I can't do white again. I'm like, what can I do? What color combination can go on? I said, girl, get some brown. Because I swear to God, for some reason, the weather currently in Detroit, Michigan feels like fall. I said, girl, do some fall colors. That's what the weather is. I'm like, why is it fall outside? I want to go take a nap. It's raining. It's cold. I want some chicken noodle soup, child. This April. Okay, it's April, and I said I don't know what to do. Okay, but I love my stomach. It's real, it's real cute. Okay, and y'all look. When I tell y'all, I was searching high and low. Okay, you come on now, you're the earth tones. I was searching high and low, and I don't know. And now this is the thing, okay? I had to cut some heads off and put them on other bodies, okay, because I could not find Offset or Dwight Howard in nothing brown. Okay, I could not find them in nothing brown. They had no pictures of themselves in earth tones. So hilariously, Offset and Dwight Howard picture is actually Chris Brown's body. Okay, I was able to find pictures of Chris Brown in brown. You know what I'm saying? Could not find any of Offset and Dwight Howard. So I had to cut Dwight Howard's body off and use on his head for Chris Brown. Okay. And I had to cut Offset's body off and use it for I just had to do what I had to do because y'all not gonna mess up my thumbnail. Okay, I said y'all could not mess me up today, and I did not feel like having to go and find other pictures of everybody else. So I said, "Girl, look up Chris Brown and Brown." And I said, "Oh, he got stuff in Brown." Okay, so Offset and them. Anyway, I'm here. How y'all doing? How is everyone? I thought my hair would be dry by now, but it's a little damp. It's a little damp, okay. And because when I get off of here, I'm going to bed. Y'all can get what y'all can get. Okay, I just put some new lipstick on, whatever. Look, it's rise and wine. Even on my drinking, I was gonna have a drink tonight. I was going to drink with y'all tonight, but my stomach hurt. I think I'm tired. I'm a little nauseous. Okay, I blame the taco meal I had for lunch. It was really good, and I'm not like sick at all. I don't feel like drinking liquor if my stomach is upset. It's smart, so I just got my water. Okay, and that's all. Now tomorrow I'll have a drink. Some liquor, okay. But thank y'all for tuning in. If you're watching the live or the replay, thank you either way for being here. Okay, a good time will be had. Even though I did not put stuff in the right order, because I would have saving stuff and saving stuff around here on the eye of the G's and stuff. And I was like, it was too much stuff. It was too much. Okay, I think most of the stuff is right. It may be wrong. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it how it is. Okay. But hello to y'all. Hello to the peoples and whatnot. Okay. I like my thumbnail too. Okay. I like it too. It's not easy to try. No, this is the thing. Okay. You would think celebrities have ample pictures of them in different stuff. And trying to find, 8 celebrities in the same color and in a picture I have not recently used is hard. Because if I use a picture, last week, I don't want to reuse it already. Okay. I have it got to be at least 2 weeks time for me to reuse someone's picture. You know what I'm saying? And it be so hard. Y'all, it be so hard. It'd be so hard, and usually it be the last minute things. Offset and Dwight Howard was the last people I couldn't find in the colors, and I would have then had to change everyone else's color because I could not find some of them in the color. And I'm like, I can't, and I just did not want to use. It's easy. Black is easy. You know what I'm saying? Red is easy. You know what I'm saying? Brown and white is easy because I can mesh with that. But when I'm going for like a different kind of color scheme and or a different kind of vibe, it's so hard. And it's always people who throw me off. And it was that damn Offset and that damn Dwight Howard. Okay. First of all, Dwight Howard rarely has any pictures of him outside of him in uniform. So he's the hardest person to find in any clothes. It's extremely hard to find any pictures of Dwight Howard that's recent him recently, or find pictures of him like in regular clothes. It's only him in his playing basketball. Let's see, and I don't like that. And it made me mad. And Offset is always in some black weird shit. He's a rock star, okay, but it's not always easier. It depends on how far into the thumbnail I'm in. But if I'm on the last two people, I'm like, bitch, I can't redo the whole thing. I can't, because if I redo the whole thumbnail, y'all will not get a thumbnail. I just can't be doing it. And I think I started this one with Cardi and Drew. I then found Gucci. I then found Cambridge. I said, okay, it's gonna be earth tones, browns, beiges, little dark browns. Cool. And that damn Austin, that damn Dwight Howard was like that. Nothing. Okay. But yeah, Offset and Dwight Howard, that is Chris Brown bodies. Yeah, thank you. I look when and when I tell y'all, I literally have to remove a background, cut out whatever body I use. I have to manually cut their head off. At the airbrush, their head be off, and then for the head I'm using, I have to remove their body, and then combine the two, and then make it match up. Because you do know Offset neck and Chris Brown neck ain't the same size. Okay, and Dwight Howard's head and Chris Brown body, it ain't the same. So you really have to edit and edit and edit and edit. Let me talk about the pictures I used. Hold on. Cause we got time. Y'all ain't seen me in a couple days. Y'all like it. I love it. Okay. I just want to show y'all what it be like. Okay. Cause y'all don't really get the behind the scenes of creating this. I put out one video and that showed y'all how I create thumbnails. However, so again, this is the finished product. Okay. This is the finished product. However, so this is the picture I used of, so this is, okay. So this is the picture I used of Dwight Howard. And I put that picture of Dwight Howard with this picture of Chris Brown. And I just had to remove Chris Brown's shirt because the brownness of Chris Brown's shirt don't match the brownness of Dwight Howard's shirt. I had to remove Chris Brown's head and then the little V-neck part of it all for him. Okay. And then make the heads match up. And then for Offset, I use this picture. I use this picture. That's Offset's head. And I use this picture of Chris Brown's body. And I had to find a picture of both Offset. Now this was, I guess, was the hard part. I had to find pictures of Offset with a white shirt because it would have to match up. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be like, oh, so when I say sometimes if I don't do a thumbnail because I don't have time to really think it through. But yeah. So yeah, heads and bodies. Anyway, let's get to the thing. I want to go to this tab now. Okay. Thank you. I love my creativity too. Okay. And again, doing a different thumbnail either every day or every other day, whenever I'm on live. And I don't like reusing pictures back to back. Because the point of thumbnails is that, more people, because the JayBirds know me. Y'all can come here and watch or whatever. But when you want to catch other folks' attention, the thumbnail catches people's attention. So you want to do thumbnails with different pictures. Because if someone say, oh, that's the same thumbnails before, they'll think they've already seen the video. So you want your thumbnails to always look different. So folks won't assume, oh, I've already seen this. Or you really don't want your thumbnails to look like someone else's thumbnails. And people will think, oh, I already seen this. It's like, no, you want everything to be different. You want it all to look different. You want it to look cohesive, and you want it to look like it's your brand. So like that's why my background is always the same, and my name is the same. My color scheme is the same. But I make sure that I'm like, okay, people will know, y'all will know a JayLeesCorner thumbnail. Okay. But Anyway, this is why it seems so much easier to use one of those pictures and just change the color of clothes. I think you change the color. Well, it really it depends, because one person's dress color can easily change colors where someone else's can't. It depends on the color of the dress, because a brown dress can maybe be made lighter or darker, but it depends on what I'm doing. So sometimes I can change it, sometimes I can't. It really depends on what the person has. I'm telling you would think everybody named Mama, because they celebrity, has all these pictures of themselves, and I'm like, it'd be slim pickings. It'd be slim pickings. Anyway, we can get started with the things. Now, first of all, I saw this the other day, and I said to myself, I said, self, we need to stop trying to have animals be our friends. Okay, we barely like humans. We barely like you. Well, we barely trust humans. Okay, I don't really know why on God's green earth anyone would allow a monkey or any primate to climb on their head. Hold on, no sound. Because clearly that's a squat. Okay, and if you sitting around with your wig, okay, your thick gel down wig, why would you let that monkey climb on your head and squat? Okay, he was going to pee. Okay, your hair was hard. He thought it was the ground. Okay, don't y'all be allowing monkeys to climb on top of you to do their business. Okay, you shouldn't allow anybody to climb on top of you and do their business. Well, unless you want them to, but not no monkeys. Okay, and now you probably got pink eye. Okay, Ebola. Okay, extra COVID. Okay, the new disease. Okay, the nasty person disease. Because you didn't allow a damn primate monkey, a chimpanzee, I don't know what the thing is. Okay, whatever the thing is, to climb up on top of your head, squat and piss. Girl, I would have, first of all, I would have beat that monkey. We would have monkey paws for dinner that night. The monkey, he had to die. If you piss on my head as a monkey, I feel like I have the right to kill you and cook you on the fire. Just saying. Okay. Let's see. A lady in Arkansas was arrested because she refused to return $19,388 after her employer mistakenly paid her $1,650 instead of six. Well, she was paid $1,600. Girl, $1,650 and $1,650. Now this is my thing. If you my boss, okay, if you write my checks, and if you pay me more than what I'm supposed to be paid, that's your fault. That's your fault. Okay, if you did not put in the decimal, okay, and you paid me $1,650 an hour, that is on you. You owe them that money, not me. You paid me my pay.
Year-old Renee Nicole Coleman's faces a theft charge of more than $5,000, but less than $25,000.
I didn't steal shit. They gave it to me.
After a payroll glitch paid her $1,650 an hour instead of $1,650. Her employer says when the error was caught, Coleman refused to pay the money back. Coleman was arrested today on an outstanding warrant. Her bond is set at $15,000. She is due back in court on May 18th.
I mean, look, she's 50 years old, okay, and she's only getting paid $16.50. If you think on any day on the earth that when you're paying somebody $16.50 an hour, that you accidentally pay them almost 20 grand, you not gonna get that money back. You lucky she stayed to work there. Okay, I don't think it should be theft if the employer mistakenly paid me something and they didn't figure. If you did not figure out in time, that's on you. Okay, that's not on me. She worked a 12-hour shift, got paid $19,000. Okay. Again, they said when they noted the error, she refused to give the money back. But how long did it take y'all to realize that y'all had paid somebody 20 grand? I just wonder. Now it say it happened back in May of 2025. She wasn't arrested until April of 2026. I mean, that's a loss for y'all, not for me. Because once I got my check and it was 19,000, I'm just gonna quit. Because clearly y'all don't work the right way. Y'all don't track stuff the right way. I don't trust y'all here. Y'all done paid me too much money in my account, but I gotta go. You would never hear from me again. Okay, I would get a job somewhere else, but I don't think she did anything illegal. She didn't steal the money. She didn't scam the money. She did not take the money. They gave her the money. They made an error. Now, where was she working? I wonder where was she? They didn't say where she was working at. Like, was it like a Popeyes? Was it like a warehouse? Because how long did she work there? Because if you work somewhere for years, and they make an error, you gonna say, hey Donna, hey Kathy, hey Esmeralda, hey Dan and HR, I think y'all fucked up my check. I got 20 grand here, and that ain't what it's supposed to be. If you plan to stay at your job, you might mention, hey, y'all fucked up the check. But if I just started working here and I've been here for 2 days and y'all paid me 20 grand, I'm taking it and I'm leaving. I just steal shit. Y'all paid me that amount of money. I gotta go. So again, let's hope she, you know what I'm saying? Well, if she making $16.50 an hour, she can't afford to pay them back 20 grand. She can't. And to me, the company take that as a loss. Y'all, you should never deposit money in anyone's account like that. Because what's crazy is there has to be a lot of points to get through for that payment to go through. Because these are all for us. We have to, like, in our system, it does list how much a person makes an hour. It lists how much a person makes a year. You have to approve a time card. Payroll goes through and approves it. The bank goes. So it's like all these steps. I'm like, somebody said, fuck it. It wouldn't have been me though. I also would not have paid it back. I would have been shy. I would have 20K. So it says a chef is blasting a customer that disputed a $744 order despite being photographed eating the food. But does that mean it was good food?
Shalana Harris, you thought that you was slick, huh? Baby, no ma'am. I got the receipts on you because you want to sit up here and dispute a charge today on April the 8th, and you think I didn't have receipts to show that you ate the food? Yeah, I'm going to sit your picture right there. Oh, thieving ass. You do not do no stuff like that, okay? Lamb chops, baby. Do you know how much this stuff costs? Baby, and I had to drive to Galveston, Texas, and mind you booked this big old mansion for your party. This big, huge mansion. You probably disputed that. Baby, I got receipts on you. Y'all need to understand. Y'all need to stop stealing, especially you definitely ain't gonna steal from Chef Delicious, okay? Because
not Chef Delicious.
Pull up. And I'm gonna make sure that I show the dispute people the receipts. Because you ain't gonna win this.
Not showing the email.
Case, Bookie. And you have the nerve to not respond and answer the phone, but you was answering the phone to make sure you get this food though. Yeah, liar, thieving, ass. Bye. And it's so funny, you was looking weird when I took this picture because I said, yeah, I'm gonna get you because I already had a feeling you was gonna do something like this. So you the birthday. Shalom.
I feel like, did she say she never got the food? Or did she say the food was nasty? Because that's two different complaints. I feel like if I hire a private chef to cater an event, and let's say I get food, but let's say the food was nasty. Showing her taste a piece of chicken does not mean the food was good. What if the food was nasty? What if the meatballs were dry, even in the meatloaf, even in the gravy? What if the lamb chops wasn't lamb choppy? You know, but I do feel like renting a mansion and then hiring a chef and having a whole birthday party is an expensive thing to do. But I'm like, but how do we know the food wasn't bad? That's my question. What was the reason for her disputing the transaction? Okay. And if for him to say he felt like she was gonna do some bullshit, so he recorded her. But did she say it was? Oh, this is delicious. The food is good. The yams is good. It's all really delicious. I want to order because that to me means you put on my face. You ordered food. I delivered food. You told me the food was good. I had pictures of you with the food. Why would you dispute the charge when you got what you paid for? Now, why would you do that? Now, all the text he playing this really, really fast. But I'm like, what was the reason? Not a phone number, change your address or whatever. Hello, I just got a message that you disputed the charge this morning after I drove all the way to Galveston, Texas for 2 weeks straight about this order. You're trying to dispute something after you ate the food and got videos of the food. Child, hopefully he got paid. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, the dispute was declined. If he then showed, well, no, I got all the stuff. But I'm like, you can't be disputing the charges if you did it. She do look scamish. She do look scamish. Okay. And look, I'm trying to play devil's advocate only because I be wondering. Because I do think there's a difference between you order something, you get something, and you say, I didn't. Child, hold on. Because, child, like, y'all see this? This is a new chair right here. Okay, it's a whole new chair right here. Remember I told y'all I ordered a chair and they delivered that chair somewhere else. And my rule is if you don't deliver my package to my door, I didn't get it. Even if I go and get it, if the delivery photo don't show it came to my address, to my door, if the photo show you left it somewhere else, bitch, and it was not delivered here to my domain, I didn't get it, even if I go and I get it. So I went and got a chair. And when him put the chair together, why the damn arm of the chair was broke? One of the arms was broke. And because I never got the chair, because it was not delivered to my door, I couldn't even call and say the fucking arm is broke. So I got a new chair with one arm. So God punished me. Okay. I guess God punished her too because she said she didn't get that food. And he said, bitch, I got a picture of it. But he was smart. He got a whole picture. Just saying. Other things going on. When you are unhappy at work, you should never record yourself burning the place down. Okay? If you are unhappy at your job, you should never record yourself burning the place down. Or you should not show yourself even starting a fire.
That's enough not to do this. Should have paid us enough to live. You know, we may not get paid enough to live, but these dirt cheap. All you had to do was pay us enough to live. All you had to do was pay us enough to live.
This man went and took pictures. Okay. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Girl, this man videotaped himself setting tissue on fire in the warehouse. Bitch, the whole warehouse. It is not funny, but it's funny. The whole warehouse has burned down. Now, this is where you have to realize you're an idiot because you are out of a job. All your coworkers are out of a job. You going to jail. And more than likely, whoever owns the warehouse probably has insurance. And if somebody set the place on fire, he would get insurance money. So, the way to get a raise is not burn the fucking building down. Like that ain't what you're supposed to do. Okay. So the man posted this video on social media. Okay. Allegedly starting a fire with the tissue, burn it up. The whole house is burning up. Okay. It was a 1.2 million square foot Kimberly Clark warehouse in Cali. Okay. And the police arrested 29-year-old Shamal Abdul Karim. Okay. The fire started around 12:30 a.m. on a Tuesday. Okay. He was an employee there. Okay. And girl said that they stock Huggies, Kleenex, Scott, Kotex, and Cottonelle. All flammable paper stuff. Because he was upset at how much he was being paid. If your job ain't paying you enough, please go find a new job. Until you find a new job, you should not burn the place down. Not today. It's just not worth it. Because what if that fire spread out to other houses, other buildings, other people? If the firefighters having to, fight the fire to get hurt, that's a bitch. Girl, that's a massive fire. Okay, and you know how expensive tissue is. Okay, you know how expensive. Have a drink for me. You know how expensive tissue is. And you done burnt down a whole. First of all, look, I don't condone thievery. I don't try to suggest how folks can get over on their employers. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if you were upset that they was not paying y'all enough, bitch, take the tissue and sell the products. Okay, rob the warehouse. Okay, do not set it on fire. Just take all the tissue and sell it on the black market for $2. But for you to set it all on fire, nobody wins. And you going to jail. You're arrested. And the proof is in the fucking pudding on the goddamn social medias. Okay. Y'all gotta be smarter. Okay. You can't be dumb around here. Remember that man with no arms and no legs who killed somebody? Child, TMZ has a video of the no arm, the no arms, no legs having man. Okay. He out here doing headstands and cocaine. I said, now why is he doing that?
That's your neck. Hurry up, I'm losing energy. Hey, that was perfect.
First of all, the white man just said to the other white man, I feel like he said that was perfect, my nigga. I feel like he said, my nigga.
You just it's still I don't give a bud.
Having a man with no arms and no legs who does cocaine and knows how to shoot with no arms and no legs is my worst fear. Because is he a Chucky doll? It's a fucking Chucky doll. He's a Chucky doll. He can kill you and you have no idea how to stop him. Why?
Against your neck. Hurry up, I'm losing energy.
They're all white people. They're all Caucasianites. And why do you have to do the cocaine on a handstand? Why can't you do it right side up? Can he break a nub? Because he can't break a leg. But can he break a nub? Flip it like that?
Hey, that was perfect.
They absolutely said that was perfect, girl. All I want to show y'all is whatever they say that man did, he did that shit. Okay? He has no arms and no legs. All these tattoos. Okay? He got short windows. Okay? He's shooting guns for no real reason. Lock him up. Okay? Lock him up. Get some special handcuffs. Nub cuffs? Does he have nub cuffs? Because it can't be handcuffs. He got no hands. Get that man some nub cuffs with nubs. Okay? Put him down. Put him down somewhere he can't crawl up.
Still, I don't give
Because why are you doing all of this stuff? I mean, maybe he's upset because he might be upset because he ain't got no arms and no legs. But that ain't our fault, sir. That ain't our fault. There's titties out, nubs out, guns and cocaine. Dangerous. Okay? They can't tie him up because he can slide on out. You know, I think the reason handcuffs work is because we got hands. It can't get past the thumb part. Okay, he ain't got that. He only got nubs. They can't tie him up. He can get out of that because he got no hands. I mean, they can't hog tie him. I don't know how they will be able to hold him down because you can't shackle his neck. That's not humane. But even they can't. Anyway. I don't know. I don't know how he can be restrained. Okay, because yeah, you I had a visual. You know how animals have those? They have the body leashes. It'd be like the dog. They have animals. They have like the body vest leashes. They would have to put him on a body vest with like a tether to it because they can't handcuff him. They can't he can't get no damn ankle bracelets. He ain't got no fucking ankles. He can't get no fucking hands. It's gonna all slide off. Yeah, a dog harness. It got to be a harness. Because other than that, it's gonna slide right off. Child, he can't hitchhike. Oh God, he can't. It's so much he can't do, and maybe that's why he's so angry because he can't hitchhike. Okay, he's always he's no hands with it. Okay, he can't smack no ass. He can't put a finger in the butt. He can't put 9 finger in no butt. Okay, when he can't. When someone say, "Oh no, pull my hair," bitch, with what? Okay, he can't choke. He can't do a choke. He can't. He can't. So he's upset. He's upset. There are things in life he can't do. He's upset. So he's been doing cocaine and popping off guns. And but look, y'all lock that motherfucker up somewhere because he's crazy. He's crazy. Okay, I don't like it at all. Now I see this, and I said, bitch, wait. A Tennessee nurse found guilty of smearing an adult diaper filled with urine and feces on a coworker's face after the coworker reported her to management for not doing her job. Now, first of all, I never understand why people who go to jail for stuff like this, why they're not like their face isn't beaten up a little bit. Because bitch, if you put a diaper, bitch, if you touch me with just a wet napkin with water, I'm fighting you. Because I don't know what the wetness is. I can't imagine a coworker smearing an adult diaper on my face, and she lives long enough to be arrested for it. Bitch, I got it.
Year-old Shrondall Mitchell was convicted by a jury in Humboldt, Tennessee. Police say she was contracted by a Medina Christian Care nursing home and refused to provide care for a patient and administer prescribed medications to others. When confronted and told to leave, she refused. She then allegedly went into a room and grabbed a soiled adult diaper and smeared it on the face of a coworker. Mitchell will be sentenced next month.
Mitchell would have been talking to Jesus today. Okay. If I'm telling on you, if I'm a snitch, because you not doing your job, and if your thought process was to rub a dirty diaper on my face, to me that means you probably wasn't doing your job. Because why the diaper ain't disposed of? Okay, but said it was reported that she was refused to provide care for a patient. It sounds like she don't provide the right care. But why was a dirty, soiled diaper even obtainable in the house? Okay, Mitchell went in the patient's room. Okay, put on gloves, picked up a used adult diaper, grabbed the coworker by the hair and smeared it across the face. Now, again, bitch, we are fighting. It's a full-fledged Kill Bill match. Okay, bitch, I'm slicing and dicing you on up. You would not have gotten arrested with your face looking regular. That's the skirt. I would die. She would too. I'm just saying. Okay, it's weird. Y'all weird. A man accused of luring a friend to a restaurant where he was robbed at gunpoint. I don't understand people robbing friends. I don't get folks robbing anybody. You shouldn't rob people. You know what I'm saying? I say this happened in Detroit. 2 men have been arrested and are now facing charges after prosecutors say they set up and robbed somebody he trusted. Again, you can't trust everybody. You can't trust people to know where you work at, where you stay at, where you're going, because you never know what foul, ridiculous thing they cooking up in their brain. Okay, let's see. The victim believed he was meeting a friend, a 34-year-old Charles. Why that name sound familiar? Charles Lockhart. The name sounds familiar. Okay. But it was meeting 34-year-old Charles Lockhart at a restaurant in February to receive casino cops. Child, not y'all up here casino gambling and scamming people. Okay, not y'all up here trying to exchange casino cops. The victim went to the location expecting a normal meeting, but instead was targeting a planned armed robbery. His Lockhart coordinated the setup, communicating with others involved ahead of time. When the victim arrived, a white man put up and a passenger got out, put a gun, and robbed the victim of his belongings before fleeing. Why are y'all stealing things? There was video evidence that showed the robbery and the vehicle circling the area prior to the crime. A second suspect identified as 26-year-old Jaylee Jaquan Jones was also arrested. Now y'all all in jail. Okay, a third suspect was fleeing and he ain't there. Y'all is up here trying to meet up with people and rob them. And I keep telling y'all, bitch, it is cameras everywhere. Okay, they tracking whatever you do, bitch. Okay, you can't be out here trying to rob people. Now you're in jail facing felony armed robbery. And I believe armed robbery is like a 10, 20-year felony. Girl, you can't girl for what? I bet. Am I right? I've never robbed someone. Now, do I know of someone who robbed someone? I mean, yes, I do. I didn't rob them. I didn't advocate for the robbery. But, back in the day, I had drug dealer boyfriends. And drug dealers at times would rob other drug dealers. Okay, because beef is beef and it's in the streets. So, I mean, I have never robbed someone. I got carjacked once. Horrible. That happened in 2004, I think it was, 2004, 2005. And when I got carjacked, my boyfriend went on a rampage looking for who robbed to look at my car. Okay. Yes, so I don't have any personal robbery stories. I don't. And the people I know who did it, child. Okay. Former inmate awarded $307 million after he was forced to wear a clocky bag for 2 years because the Michigan prison provider refused to grant the surgery due to his $900. Oh God. I feel like some people are stupid. The prison system seems very weird. The prison system seems to want to cut costs while prisoners are there, not thinking if they get out, they can sue you. If and when they get out, they can sue you, bitch.
$107.6 million has been awarded to a former Michigan inmate. He says he spent more than 2 years in prison, suffering every day because a medical contractor wouldn't approve a surgery to reverse his colostomy bag. Erica Erickson is speaking with.
Now, also, if you were in prison for a crime, is it fair for you to get free surgeries that you would not be able to get if you was at home? That's a different question, though.
Him and his attorney tonight.
In the end, years later, the attorney for that former inmate says he told that jury, quote, "I made a mistake. This is worse than I ever could have imagined on paper."
How were you treated?
I was scrutinized. I was treated like an animal.
By whom?
Inmates and staff.
He says he suffered for over 2 years while behind bars, denied necessary surgery to remove his colostomy bag. 44-year-old former inmate Cochise Jackson can barely put it into words.
Oh, it was awful. You can't imagine.
In prison from 2016 to 2019 under the Michigan Department of Corrections, Jackson, his attorneys say, early on developed a medical issue requiring the bag.
The doctor told him, don't worry, it's temporary. You only have to have this for 6 to 8 weeks.
But his attorney, John Marco, who calls the private healthcare company Corizon evil and a criminal enterprise, says the surgery Corizon refused to approve only cost $919.
Bitch, $900? Not
35 cents.
The less services that this private prison healthcare company gives to the inmates, the more money it gets to keep.
The lawsuit filed back in 2019 says Jackson was not only refused necessary health care and supplies over and over, but also hospitalized for being beaten so badly, the bag often splitting open, feces all over his body.
Shame on him. I'm still a human being at the end of the day.
Marco says during the trial, former Corizon employees testifying they were not allowed to call an ambulance at times because it would cost too much money.
Her boss at Corizon told her, just get him comfortable and let him die.
Marco says he's now spoken to other inmates across the state and country with similar problems.
One individual had to wait 12 and a half years to get his colostomy reversed. The skin around his stomach started dying. Another individual had to wait 5.5 years. His intestine had actually migrated outside of his body.
And now while Jackson and Marco say they're satisfied with the historic $307.6 million.
Bitch, where the money gonna come from? Who gonna pay? Who gonna pay? Bitch, where the money come from? Because I'm in Michigan. Okay, I'm in the city. I'm in the state. Okay, who gonna pay the money? I'm just wondering. I don't want to come out my pocket.
Verdict.
I just wish these bad people would get put out of business so they can't do the same thing they did to me to anyone else.
These people should not only be put out of business, they should be put in prison themselves.
Marco went on to say there's a lot of former and current inmates who need help. And while this is a good start, there's still a lot of work to do.
Child, everybody think mama finna sue. Okay, if I had a cold in prison, if I had to sleep too long in prison, I'm gonna sue everybody. Oh, look, child. Jaylee wasn't so precious. Jaylee wasn't so precious when she was younger, child. I'm precious now because I've lived a life, okay? But y'all, look, you must everybody, girl, or I don't know. That's the thing. I've lived a life. Boom. This man right here, okay? A Fort Worth man has been held in jail with no bond for shooting a pedophile in the groin. Okay, family says he was protecting his underage nieces who were allegedly being not solicited for. Girl, what?
33-year-old Marcus Renfro is in the custody of Fort Worth police after being accused of shooting a man in the groin. His family claims he was protecting his underage nieces from a man allegedly soliciting them for sex.
I see some commotion going on with my little cousins and stuff.
Dontavius Williams says he
not Dontavius
knew something wasn't right.
And my little cousin, them telling me that the dude said, "Oh, come back and smoke some meth with me." You know what I'm saying? Some drugs.
Meth?
Drugs.
The family saying this wasn't the first time. Fort Worth police say officers had been called to the 3700 block of Century Palace on Friday morning after receiving calls of a man possibly under the influence and soliciting children for sex.
But we already been heard that certain dude been messing with other little kids around here.
That's when they say Renfro stepped in.
They exchanged some words. When Marcus was walking away, he just ran up on him like he was trying to approach him like to hurt him in some way.
Police have not confirmed this version of the events. As officers arrived, they heard a gunshot.
And then he said something to Marcus, and then he turned around and Marcus shot him.
Police say they found the man who matched the suspect's description with a gunshot wound in the groin. Police say the man was taken to the hospital and expected to survive. At this time, it's not clear if he'll face charges. Renfro was taken into custody.
If people are saying a grown adult is out here soliciting children for actual stuff, and if somebody, and it's like a factual thing that is what happened, and if somebody pops him in the penis, I mean, he gonna live, but at least he won't be able to live and mess with people. And again, this is I'm only saying this if it was a proven fact that this individual was caught trying to solicit things from kids and whatnot, pop in the green. I mean, he just stopped him from doing stuff he wanted to do. He didn't kill him. He didn't pop him in the kneecap. He popped him where he won't be able to do stuff to people. Okay, so get that man out of jail. Let that man be free. Okay. Chick-fil-A employee found $9,000 in cash in the restaurant bathroom and handed it over to HR. Owner gave him $500. $500.
And Cintron told me on Good Friday he simply walked into the bathroom during his break like he always does. Jaden Cintron was hard at work at Chick-fil-A on Monday. But on Good Friday, his character was tested and he passed with flying colors. Kinston police say on Friday,
I would have failed.
Almost $10,000 in cash was left in the restaurant's men's restroom beside the toilet. Cintron walked into the stall during his break like he always does and saw the cash.
Then I just picked it up and I brought it to Human Resources.
The money was inside 2 envelopes when he found it. I asked him why he didn't just keep the money for himself.
But that's not what Jesus would have done. That's not what God would have wanted.
How do y'all how do y'all not be knowing God is trying to bless y'all? People always say God would not have wanted me to keep the money. Who you think put it there? If you find someone's wallet with 10 grand in there. Don't take the person's wallet. Okay. If you find a ATM envelope, okay, with somebody's information on it, okay, you can say okay. But if you find just money sitting somewhere, how do you not know if God did not leave it there for you? The only time I feel you should return something you found is if it is clearly someone's stuff. Okay, if it's someone's wallet, if you find someone's purse, if you find some, you know what I'm saying, that's when. If you find the Chick-fil-A deposit bag, but bitch, a regular envelope with 10 grand in it in the bathroom by the toilet, God put me on break.
Cintron said his faith guides his thought process.
Money is useless without character.
Kinston Police Chief Keith Goyette said it's amazing that Cintron did what he knew was right.
A lot of people will unfortunately take that money and run with it, but kudos to that employee.
But it's not, bitch, girls. It's not stealing.
This ain't stealing. This ain't stealing.
I just feel like finders keepers, losers weepers. Okay, again, if you find something that clearly has someone else's name on it or whatever, yes, you should give it back. But if you go to a rant, girl, okay.
Employee at Chick-fil-A definitely deserves an award.
John McFall is the owner of the Chick-fil-A in Kinston. He said Cintron embodies the Chick-fil-A way.
A true leadership, true integrity is doing the right thing when no one's watching. And Jay did that in this case, and he should be commended for it.
Cintron said the owner of the money found out he turned it in and offered him $500 for his good deed. Cintron declined the money several times before eventually accepting it. He said he didn't want a cash reward for simply doing what was right.
I don't want anything out of this. I did this because that's what Jesus would do.
Jesus.
So now why am I in it? And you could have did it.
See how I get wrong.
Y'all can look. I love my God. I love God. All up and through. But sometimes I feel like people be using God as if they are holier than thou. Like, oh, God would not want me to keep this money. God would not want. How do you know God is into you? Yeah, and why is anybody walking around with $9K in cash that you ended up leaving? This is the thing. It was left in a Chick-fil-A bathroom stall beside a toilet. Who the fuck gets $9,000 in cash from wherever? Get out their car. Go to Chick-fil-A to place their order. Go to the bathroom. Okay? Take the money out their pants pocket or out their pocket or whatever. Sit down in the bathroom and then leaves it there. I know a drug deal when I see one. Okay, I know a drug deal or some kind of money exchange deal because again, they said the owner of the money found out, they found the money in the bathroom stall, sir. Okay, it was mine. Boom. And the owner of the money gave the kid the $5. But I feel like nobody is taking $9K in cash with them from their car to the Chick-fil-A to the bathroom. And then bitch, I don't even sit my purse down on the hook in the bathroom. So what man took $9K in cash and set it down in the bathroom stall? So maybe the kid did not want to get caught up in a drug deal. I don't know. Okay, but can't no one tell me, someone accidentally, I found a wallet and the wallet had 10 grand. I'm still wondering why the fuck was the wallet out your pocket.
And I spoke to several customers here at Chick-fil-A about what happened. All of them told me Jaden did a great thing and he deserves every last bit of the recognition he's getting. Live in Kinston, Chris Cook, WYTN News.
Always good to do.
Jaden Cintron told me.
Cardi.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's weird.
Not saying anyone should have taken the money because whatever, but something about that just sounds a little bit fishy. Okay, just a little bit fishy. Okay, I feel like that's enough of the random stuff. Okay, I want y'all to take a little few seconds or whatever. Okay, like the video and subscribe and all that good stuff, and give me about 30 seconds. Okay. Now, I really did not put stuff in too much of any kind of order. So we're going to just run the things as I see things. Now, first things first, Chris Brown and Usher are doing a tour. Okay. I feel like other people posted about it and then they took it down, but it's still here. Okay. Chris Brown and Usher will be doing an R&B tour. Okay. The Raymond and Brown tour, again, R&B. We don't know when it's gonna start. Okay, this is all this is this time. They both round here. Now, to me, Chris Brown is both Chris Brown and Usher. Both Chris Brown and Usher are both amazingly talented artists. Okay, that is of a show fact and all these things. But I'm like, who can be the opener? Who can be the closer? Okay. They both have years and years of amazing songs, hits. They both put on huge shows. Like, this is gonna probably be like a 3-hour tour. Because will they have an opening act? Will they work in conjunction with each other? I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna watch it on the TikTok because that's what I do. And whatnot, but they are doing a tour. Okay, the R&B Raymond and Brown tour. It's a smart name. Because I think I first seen it when somebody else had posted it, and it wasn't Usher or Raymond. And when I seen R&B too, I said, "Oh, R&B is okay." I said, "Oh, I wonder if it's gonna be Raymond and Brown because of the names," and that's what it is. I think this, a lot of people, still don't see it for Chris Brown because of his past DV history over the years. But I'm pretty sure this tour is going to be a sold out show wherever it goes because a lot of folks love Usher. They love Chris Brown. Look, child, I guess so. Now I'm like, but again, will they add other acts to the tour? Like, who could be the opening act for Chris Brown Usher headlining tour? Who could they? Well, Beyonce didn't have no opening acts. Cardi don't have no opening acts. Maybe they'll take a note from Beyonce and Cardi B's book and not really have an opening act. I think that also can kind of make sense because then you're not having to pay other acts to do things. Cardi has a DJ who comes and like spends like the first 30 minutes or whatever. Makes sense. She's paid a little DJ. So child, we shall see. But that's okay. Chris Brown and the Usher. Okay. Tour. That's a cute thing. Let me scroll down because I was just saving things. Child, look, Tia Mowry. Okay. Tia was married to Corey for 17 years. They got divorced back in 2023. Tia has been very quiet and she's been about her business. But she did say, like, I think last month that she was in love again, but we did not know with who. Okay. And now the cameras have spotted Tia, her new man. Okay. Now, Tia had made a post. Is it on here? Yeah. She had made this post, I want to say one day late last year, dressed like the last dude you kissed. No sound, child. Hold on. Okay. And so this is how she dressed. And I'm like, I said, is Tia being funny? Child, I said, because who she kissing on? Who she kissing on? So I saw when she posted this and I thought she was being funny. I did not know that she was really showing the man, showing off the man that she was dating. So the cameras caught Tia smooching and hooked up, child, with this young, I don't know how old he is, I don't know. But his name, child. Hold on. Giovanni Armeda. He's an artist, designer, and educator living in LA, and whatnot. So again, I mean, he looks handsome and whatnot. He got the wig, locks. I guess are they called wigs? I think they're called wigs. Hand holding. He got the good Fiji water. Okay, some Air Force Ones. So he be stuffing niggas out. You know what I'm saying? Tia got her little shirt. Okay, a little shirt. This is
Devani, we outside the Broad Museum.
What's his name? Hold on.
Sunny Los Angeles, California. Check it out.
Now, what's your name, Simon? What's your name, sir? Hold on.
What's up, y'all? It's your friendly neighborhood teacher, Mr. Devani.
Okay, so his name was Giovanni Armeda is his name. Okay. Again, he's a handsome young man. Now, Tia is my age. Okay. But black don't crack, so I don't know how old he is. He may also let me just Google it. How old is he, child? Will his age pop up if I Google him? Not that his age matters. I'm just nosy. Oh yeah, the Instagram. Let me go to Instagram. Let me go to it's private Instagram, child. Look, once you around here being tied to and linked to Tia. Oh, now the son said Tia is 40. Oh, she's older than me. I'm only 44. Tia is 47 and he is 35. That's not a bad age difference. No, little 12-year age difference. Little young tender. Okay. But if she like it, I love it. She was my Lord. I didn't open up the sun thing and just taking up all the little space shot. I don't like the sun. I feel like every time I click on them, it'd be weird. But again, he around here. He's allegedly 35. Okay. But he's an adult. He's grown. Okay. And again, he is a artist. He's a designer. He's also an educator. And he's in LA and she's in LA as well. So again, if she like it, we love it. You know what I'm saying? Look, the marriage is over. She's fully divorced. Her kids are, not too young and stuff. She seems happy. I feel like when she brought up how her and Corey just outgrew each other, I'm hoping in this newness of her life, she is, happy in whatever it is that she's doing. But Tia's got a man at home. Okay. So congrats to Tia. Okay. Child, what's this girl name? Lotto was showing off gifts she was getting from friends. First of all, Lotto was rich. Okay, so get her all the Gucci stuff, this and that, the good stuff, child. Forget all that stuff. Get all the stuff. I be forgetting that she's like in her 20s and whatever, and this is her first baby. Okay, and she has all these famous friends. Okay. So get me all the things. Give me all the things. Okay. If she's smart, girl, go on TikTok and do gift opening videos. Okay, girl, get paid on TikTok. Okay. I can't wait to see the baby. You know what I'm saying? New mother alert. New mother alert. What girl? What's Gucci talking about? Not Gucci. What's the man's name? Boosie.
Good to see you at the game and not the casino. Y'all crazy. Me and Sid always at that casino. We gambled together a couple months ago at that casino, me and Sid. Told that nigga go with the don'ts. Me and Sid always at the casino gamble.
Why y'all be doing that? Okay. Child, not evident. No sound. No sound. Boosie at the casino with Offset, girl. I'm gonna skip right past that. What I want to get into, because all I have left, taking Tyrese, yeah, taking Tyrese, the R&B live, okay, taking Tyrese featuring Life Jennings, Saturday, July 11th, okay, gates open at 6 p.m., show is at 8 p.m. in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, look, the Tyrese said, "Ladies, you asked for it. Get ready." Now, Tyrese, are you going to be like there and like sing and not do the bullshit, Tyrese? Okay, will that happen? Can Life Jennings still sing? Must be nice. So again, if you're going to be in Atlanta, go see them. Okay. I hope Tyrese is around here, acting correct. Okay. Hopefully he may wear a turtleneck.
He's changing clothes. Probably putting on another. Oh, now it's the jacket with the suede lapel. You switch from the shiny. Oh, you got a suede lapel, but you still got on that turtleneck. You recycle that turtleneck. You should take off that turtleneck. Anytime you feel like a takeoff, that turtleneck, you gon' suffocate in this verses. Turtleneck. Don't suffocate in this verses. Turtleneck. Don't suffocate in this verses. Turtleneck. Oh, don't suffocate in this verses. Turtleneck. Oh.
That song will never not play in my head. I swear to God. Randomly thought that I just be saying it. Okay, Tank. I hope Tank has not like trademarked or copywritten that song because then I get flagged for it. But yeah, but if y'all, again, Saturday, July 11th, if you're going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, go see the show, okay? They are together as well. I feel like Tokyo Tony need Jesus. What you say this time?
Ted Kemp called the FBI on me. Now, when she called the FBI,
girl, how high are you? Oh, she's so high. Girl, what drugs was you on?
On me, I was like, well, goddamn. They tell you, who did what. They fucking tell you. They just hot ass snitches, and this bitch snitch. But it was not to snitch on nothing because I ain't do nothing. So, bitch, no, they wasn't coming for me to lock me up.
Why is her titties loose? What is going on?
And then they just wanted to see what was going on. Ted Kemp called the social.
Y'all, somebody get that lady, get her in some therapy, some counseling. Remy Ma posted a new song called WYFL. Why You Fucking Lying? I can't play the song because of the song, okay? And she's talking about Papoose. Well, allegedly, she's talking about Papoose and him. Saying he's a ghostwriter and he ain't write my shit, okay? The nerve of niggas claim they wrote these hits when they whole career they ain't never ghost wrote shits, okay? I like the song, okay? I do. It's a cute. It's like a little 2-minute song with like one verse. That's it. One verse, no chorus, no hook. Look, I mean this with all the niceness in my body I can muster up. I am sick and tired of Remy Ma and Papoose's shit. I feel like I need y'all to divorce, to not say shit about the other one, because I feel like it's a waste of energy, energy and time. Yeah, it's a good song, but I feel like Remy don't have no motion. You know what I'm saying? Remy Ma has not really had musical motion since she came home. But I really want Remy Ma to focus on, if you're gonna rap, then rap. Okay? If you're gonna be a rap lyricist, please do that. Okay? But anytime you or Papoose or Clarissa or that weird nigga you dating, y'all start doing this back and forth shit, it's corniness. It's corny to me. To me, Remy don't get no points for making a song about Papoose. Bitch, he's your husband. Okay? If Papoose is so horrible, why are y'all not divorced? I'm confused on the back and forth of it all.
Up, you the nerve in niggas claiming that they wrote those hits when they whole career they ain't never ghost wrote shit.
It's a cute beat. It's a cute beat and whatnot. I give her that, but I feel like we not gonna act like Remy came home from prison and was popping out bars. We not gonna act like Remy came home and then got back on her bully Raptors bullshit. She didn't. She came home, became a housewife, had that baby, and she ain't really done shit since then. I don't know how she makes money, but I really, 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 really want Papoose and Remy to divorce and then stop talking to each other. Stop talking about each other. To me, Remy can't talk shit about Clarissa because you was with Pat first, bitch. Okay. Papoose is the same dude you was with. So I'm like, how you trying to clown her when you was married to him for years? So it's like, and Pat can't talk shit about Remy because nigga, that's your wife. You stayed with her while she was in prison. So the barbs back and forth between them is so stupid and petty and childish and ridiculous. So because we also not gonna act like Papoose can't rap. Cause the same way Remy gonna do a verse on a random beat and put it on social media, Papoose do the same. And both of them can rap. The fuck, which Pat can rap, Remy can rap, Clarissa can fight. 2 + 2 = 4. Okay, but we have two people who are married, who are both in other relationships with other people and seem to be happy. But for some fucking reason that I can't understand, they still legally married. Now, I don't know if Pat and Remy are divorced or if they live in a state where you have to be separated legally for a certain time. And I don't know. I'm not sure. However, Pat said he wrote for Remy like last year. Why she bring it up now? I'm confused. I don't so I am not a Remy dick rider. Some folk don't like Clarissa simply because she's with Pat and Pat was with Remy. I don't care at all. And if you can write one good little verse on a little video you post on the YouTube, okay, Remy, go do some music. Because I don't know, I don't follow Remy, so I don't know what she does. But I'm like, I wish I used to love her as a rapper. I did. I remember, you know what I'm saying? But Remy goes and book shows to do the same 3 songs. Okay. Her verse on All the Way Up. Okay. Her verse on Lean Back. And what's the third one? Let me see. Remy. Fuck Remy. What's her top songs? Let me see. All the Way Up, Lean Back, Conceited. You know, those are her top 3 songs. Okay. When Remy goes and does any shows, she do Conceited. She does her verse on Lean Back, All the Way Up. And that's kind of, you know what I'm saying, it. But I'm like, we ain't gonna act like that Remy can't book a concert herself. And Pat can't either. So I'm like, you beefing with your husband and y'all have the same stats. Neither one of y'all did shit since you went to prison. Y'all both dating somebody while being married. The difference is Papoose chose somebody who's like is world known to the world because she's a boxing, and we don't know your dude. But I'm like, if Pap say he wrote Remy shit, Remy had a hit since 2004. Or no, 2016 all the way up with her and Fat Joe. That was 2017. Lean Back came out in 2004. Conceited was in 2006. She really don't have much music because she was in prison. So I'm like, so what if he wrote your raps back 20 years ago? Girl, I don't give a fuck. I just leave us out the group chat, please. Okay. Jada Pinkett Smith said nigga played with somebody else. Okay. Will's old friend, Bilal Salim, is suing Jada. Okay. Claiming that he suffered severe emotional distress after fights with Jada and the Smith family circle, which he said then caused him to gain weight. Okay. They made me so upset I got fatter. I want money for it. Okay. It's weird. Again, it made him gain weight. It was the end of a romantic relationship, and even forced him to leave the country for what? He's suing Jada for $3 million, saying she publicly trashed him after he would not assist Will with the fallout from the Oscar slap incident, and that Will and his friends made threats when they learned he was writing a memoir with information. You know, Jada said, "Nigga, bullshit." Okay. Bullshit. We don't believe you. We don't trust you. Leave us alone. I'm a firm believer in if we cool, we friends, and you attempt to write a memoir about me, it's fuck you. Because writing a memoir about me, if we were supposed to be friends, you were not my friend. So I don't trust you. And any friend who tries to use private information about you, it is fuck you. So if my wife, if I'm Jada, and I found out a friend of my husband is trying to use information against him, yes, I'm going to cuss you the fuck out. You are going to feel my wrath because you did something in this circle that we don't like. Okay. They argue that Salam has not provided any evidence of the emotional distress he claims he has suffered, and that his allegations about his weight gain, relationship loss, and relocation are not backed by the sort of documentation the law requires. Jada says it's false, uncorroborated, and made to generate attention as part of an ongoing public campaign of harassment. She said she never even mentioned him by name. This was crazy. Whenever Jada has said anything, she's never said anyone's name. So, like, no one, thank you for the super sticker. T-Top Bugatti, thank you for the super sticker. Okay. But yeah, Jada has never said anyone's name. So him attaching himself to anything Jada said, it's like you can't prove she said we don't even know you. We do not even know you. However, but him saying he was gonna write a memoir about Will, to me, that's proof that you deserve to be cussed the fuck out. Because when you have people that's in your circle, you trust that they won't use your life as their come up. You can't want to use. I wish a nigga would. I just wish, but that's also why my circle is so small. I don't trust people because you can't imagine. And I wonder, for celebrities, for actual celebrities, they have to trust people won't use their life stuff for cash grabs. And I'm like, why would Jada and or Will need your help for the Oscar slap shit? Hey, Missy, why would they need you for the Oscar slap shit? Couldn't look. Only Jesus could have, fixed the Oscar slap debacle. You know what I'm saying? So it do feel like it's a cash grab. It does feel like he's using the fact that he was found out to be a fake friend and he got ostracized and he probably did get cussed the fuck out and he now wants to make it seem as because they brought no nigga, you were writing a book on my husband. Fuck you, suck a penis, okay, and go wobble your ass somewhere the fuck else. I said what I said. I meant it. Get the fuck on. I'm a firm believer in, I am not going to spare an enemy. And anyone trying to write a memoir about my husband, you are an enemy of mine. I don't have to be nice to you. We don't have to treat you as family anymore because you've shown yourself to be a snake in the grass. I've said many times, there are people who I used to be cool my whole life. There's a handful of people who I was cool with at one point, and we're not cool no more. But I would still never tell their secrets. I would still never, try to use what I know about them for a cash grab. I told my ex-friend husband came to my job to divorce the bitch, and me and her was beefed out at the time. I still did not let her husband know your wife was fucking around on you. And every time I still did not give her husband the ammunition to divorce her. I made sure to get word to her of what he was doing because that's how friendship works. You don't use what you know to get back at them. You don't, unless they like burn your house down and fuck your man and like steal your mama's car. Then all that up. But like this is a regular, we ain't cool, bitch. I'm not girl. So fuck him. This immigrant lady is denying any tie to the Epstein stuff. And it said she had no idea, whatever. And this immigrant lady, I just want to say this, okay? Anybody who is still with that orange man can't tell me they have no knowledge of victims. We don't believe you. Okay, you are a part of the problem. Okay, and you coming up there in that with that dead ass face. Okay, because you're in the dead ass marriage. Okay, with that punk ass man. Okay, I feel like we don't even see this bitch that often. This is the only first heifer that I could never have any respect for, because you chose to be with that fool still. Okay. So if the people say you knew about the victims, I believe them. I do not believe you. You ain't shit. Okay. And even you can't really say that a wife was aware of things for her. No, bitch, no. You are an active and willing participant. You are an active and willing participant in this bullshit. Okay, whatever they say you did, that you knew, that you helped cover up, whatever they say you did that shit. You wanna know why? Because the first time that orange bastard was there and you was unhappy. Once he left the house as white, you stayed with him. You know how bad he is, and you stayed with him. So to me, what that means is you are just as evil as he is. Evil, conniving, sneaky, messy, racist, a big all of it. Anything he is, so are you. Because usually when a wife finds out, oh my God, my husband is a monster, bitch. He's a monster. He grabs by the coochie. He pays for hookers. You leave. You chose to stay. So you are no longer a victim of his. You are a willing participant. Okay, so bitch, you did it. Ben and Jen. Remember they was married? Okay, they bought a house. While being married, they bought a house. They purchased a house in 2023. I feel like they bought the house right before they divorced or got divorced. Okay, but Ben and Jen bought a $60.8 million house in cash, bitch. I said, who the fuck got $60 million, almost $61 million in cash? Who counted it? Somebody tell Ben and Jen to give me $40K. But now that they're divorced and all that stuff, the house has been on the market since 2024. The month before, they filed for divorce, but no one has bought the house. Who else can buy it? Who else can buy the fucking house? Okay, the home was first listed for $68 million. Then it went down to $52 million in September. The house probably cursed. Okay, that house is probably cursed. But Ben was like, you know what? You can have it. Okay, per the divorce, they modified their property settlement agreement, and Ben transferred all his stake in the house and gave the Jen. And people said because he tired of her. I said, they was like, how tired of her he has to be to say, here, I don't even care about the money I put in the house. Okay, I don't care about nothing. I don't care about the money we put in, the renovations we put in. Even if I put in 20 mil for renovations, I don't give a fuck. I am rich enough to walk away. Because what probably happens is if we are divorced and this was a marital asset, and while we're divorced, if we still have to, communicate or do whatever because we have this property, between us two, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to figure it out. I don't care. Okay, I'm going to transfer my stake of this mansion to her. Boom, bitch, you got it. Okay. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it no more. Okay. So one, that means Ben Affleck is rich. Okay. He's wealthy. He has all the monies to walk away from it. Okay. Because even if they're supposed to split half of the, the cost of the house, that's a good 30 mil. He said, you know what? I don't care. Here you go. Okay. And sometimes that's what you have to do. You have to say, fuck the ex and move on. Okay. Speaking up, okay. Amy Luciani and Dwight Howard. Okay. Dwight Howard got a restraining order against Amy Luciani, his wife. Okay, now we know he already filed for divorce. Okay, but she has been ordered to stay 100 yards away from him, because he claimed she threatened to kill me and everybody in my car. Okay, and she tried to help. She tried to have me lose custody of my daughter, and I don't trust her. I said, girl, you married her. But people tried to warn her about him, and now it's him trying to make her be the villain. Girl, can you imagine? Okay. Per yours weekly, Dwight has been ordered. He's been granted a written order. She's having 100 yards away. Let's see. She can't go near his house. She cannot go near his kids' school. Because he accused her of stalking and making threats against him in the petition he filed earlier this week. He said she showed up at the house on April 5th for the first time in weeks, threatened to punch him in the throat. He also accused her of threatening to kill whoever was in the car with him before coming up with a plan to try to make him lose custody of his daughter. Look, you can't threaten people out loud, because they can just block you from being around them. Also, once you have to threaten to physically hurt or kill people, you need to walk away. This is my thing. Dwight Howard is a horrible human being. Okay, Dwight Howard is a horrible human being, but Amy is trying to still be with him because of the money. Okay. I feel like she gave up some of the control to be his wife. And now she feels as if you owe me. I'm entitled to this, that, or the other because I'm your wife. And I feel like once I feel like I want to kill you, which then sends me to prison, I should not be near you. And it's sad that she feels like she has the right to threaten him because he is who he is. Like, he's always been this person. Everyone tried to warn you. So now that you are getting exactly what we told you he was from the beginning, you can't now want to be upset at him. Like, bitch, leave. You gotta go. You gotta leave. You know what I'm saying? So trying to go back to the house because I'm entitled. I'm his wife. And we heard her say that in that police video that when that the altercation happened, was it last month? I think it was. But the whole I'm his wife, I don't care. I don't care. Girl, even the fact that he now has you looking like the villain is insane. And it's only because she does not want to leave the house. She wants to be his wife, to be entitled to whatever she feels she's owed for whatever he put her through. I don't know what he put her through. I don't know, butt plugs. I don't know what it was. Okay. I don't know what he put her through that she feel like I am old, this or that. But once someone makes you the villain, you can't want to murder him in response. He's already filed for divorce. If there was a prenup, that's what it is. If it was not a prenup, get your money. But trying to fight him and trying to and threatening to kill him is not going to help your case. You don't have to convince us he's an asshole. You don't have to convince us that he's a jerk. We know. We're aware. But you chose to want to talk shit to people, ignore the warnings, make it seem as if Royce was a hater, when in hindsight, Royce tried to warn you, bitch. She tried to warn you and you ain't listen, and now look at you. Looking like a fool. Okay. Dwight also said she damaged his reputation after going on social media, accusing him of abusing drugs and abuse and drug use, claiming he lost money and deals because of it. According to him, her behavior has his kids afraid to be around her. And this is the crazy part. He's right. He's right. Even if he's wrong, he's right. Because she did go on social media and say he out here doing the drugs, girl, all the drugs. You went on social media and publicly claimed he was physically abusive to you and a drug abuser. I don't know if that was crack cocaine or cocaine or crystal. I don't know what it was, but you did publicly accuse him of doing drugs. You did accuse him of abuse. Now, Royce Reed has also said these things, as well. You know what I'm saying? But he had folks ignoring Royce. So him saying she's ruining my reputation. She did. Royce never put out a big ass bag of drugs. Never. A huge nugget of something. So you allowed him to play you and for you to react. And now you're being blocked. You're being called out as the villain. You're being looked at as the violent one who's threatening to kill him and beat him up, whatever, because you allow him to play in your fucking face. Okay. He also claims she has a pattern of abusive behavior, including using weapons, harming or threatening pets, showing excessive jealousy and control. He also alleged she assaulted him while intoxicated. So the judge gave him a restraining order, and let's see. Dwight has use of the mansion they shared, and she has Dwight use of the mansion they shared and temporary. Oh, child, not the house in a 2015. Girl, he got her car too. We as women have to learn the dick ain't never worth it. And the fact that she said, I put up with so much. And girl, and for what reason?
To know me, I am so prideful and so private.
And she looked horrible. She looked like he took her through it. Okay. She looked like somebody abusing drugs.
It hurt me so bad to have to even protect myself in this type of way. My marriage has landed me in a very dangerous position. My stepdaughter was just taking my CPS because of her father. CPS and the police have been here through through good or bad. That's why I came back, but this is going way too far. But it's not even about me, it's about the kids.
What drug is that?
the positions he keeps putting me in. And it's all over nothing. I keep telling people he needs some help, y'all. I live with him. This is not him. This is not Dwight. This is trauma. This is everything he's been through, but just not the kids. I have to advocate for the kids. And I can't go down for what he's doing. So they took our daughter. And I'm just sitting there like, do I speak up? Do I be quiet? What do I do? But I caught this man.
What if okay?
I caught this man forcing our 12-year-old son to cover for him, his son, to cover for him. He had him lying. I recorded it. He was coaching our son to lie on me, and I had to record it. And it's this shit. I try to tell everybody he needs some help.
Is that Kool-Aid? Is it sugar?
And ain't nobody would have fucking listened because he got the money. Then whatever y'all don't understand, I live with him. He needs some help. And this is it. This is what I'm fucking losing my fucking marriage to. This shit right here.
I'm like,
So everybody, y'all gotta help him. He is spiraling. I'm in here with him. I'm trying to love him through it. I was gonna run out the door. I was gonna leave.
So him saying she went on social media and called me a drug. She did. So girl, run, bitch. Run. Okay. Brandy's book Phases, which I still have not read. It's sitting right here. I'm gonna read it this weekend. Okay. But Brandy's memoir Fade debuts at number 1 on the New York Times bestseller list. Okay. Again, Brandy, congrats, girl. Do it all. Okay. Look, Brandy said, I'm gonna put it all out there. Okay. I'm gonna put my memoir out, and I hope y'all like it. Okay. So congrats to Brandy on her memoir. I'm gonna read this weekend. I got busy. Beyonce was around here sacred. Okay. Beyonce had a sacred. First of all, people is out here body shaming Beyonce. Okay. Beyonce had her sacred event, her, Mama Tina, and Little Blue Ivy. Okay.
We want to say thank you so much for being here. We are so excited. So many.
Child, not sound, child. So people were talking about, oh, her boobs are big now. She's covering up her body now. Ooh, is she pregnant? I said, why would y'all say that? Why would y'all say that? Beyonce is a woman of a certain age, okay? We get sicker as we get older. Okay.
Thank you so much for being
they all look great.
We are so excited. So many.
Okay. But people were really trying to act like Beyonce is out here hiding a baby bump or Beyonce pregnant. Bitch, maybe she had a burger. Okay, maybe she had a burger. She had a whole sacred event and everybody showed up. But I'm like, why are y'all trying to body shame a lady who's in her 40s and she's not as thin as she used to be? But maybe she had a burger. Maybe she bloated because her period is on. Okay, leave people before. Oh, look, she covering her body, child. That jacket, her hand placement. I saw some was giving prayer. I said, girl, why would y'all say that? Why y'all being haters? Why y'all being haters? Okay, even if Beyonce gained pounds because she ate some crawfish and some cornbread, okay, and a little crawfish boil or whatever, I don't know. What y'all doing? And I love the fact that at the second event, it was a quintessential, black hair a hair show where it's interactive. You're showing folk through hair, you dancing around, you making things be different. Okay, that is y'all child back in the day. I love the good hair show. I loved a good hair show. Okay, loved it. So I'm like, yeah, but you better have all the different people and different hairs, different sizes and shapes and heights. Okay. Now, I would be overwhelmed if I was surrounded by people like that. And that's why Beyonce don't pop out much. Because y'all do too much. Okay. And I know it's Beyonce. I know it's Beyonce. But bitch, calm down. Calm down. If Beyonce invited me to an event, I would not want to act like a fan. I would want to just act like, oh, that's Beyonce, cool. I'll get a photo from here. I would not want to like swarm her and scream because to me that's overwhelming. And I don't think people understand she's still a regular person. And you can be happy to see her and oh my God. But I'm like, girl, calm the fuck down. What did y'all doing, girl? What are y'all doing? But I'm like, I was upset at the comments I saw and people said how much, oh, you know, we think she's pregnant. Oh, she's hiding her body. Oh, bloppy blop in the bloop. Okay. And Blue is such a gorgeous young lady. Okay. Blue looked great. Mama T looked great. Beyonce looks great. Okay. Leave people, leave her alone. Y'all know before she do a tour, she, you know what I'm saying, she be doing whatever. You know, and again, Beyonce is not the same, 20-year-old she was, 25 years ago. She's in her mid-40s, early 40s. Okay. Early 40s. Stop it. She's never been thin, ever. She's never. But I'm like, you gotta stop fucking with people, okay? And she may not be in she may not always come in her scantily clad outfits. She's not on stage. I'm at a hair event. Oh, what I'm supposed to wear? Bitch, I own the company. Yeah, scoot back a little bit. Scoot back. You know what I'm saying? Look, I feel like there's a way to be excited because bitch, it's Beyonce. Oh my God, it's Beyonce. But I would not do that in her face. I would want her to know if you invite me to the event, I'm going to act regular. You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes when you overwhelmingly act like a fan, you get treated as a fan. And this was a, sacred hair event, for influencers or whatever. I would not want to act like a fanatic fan who was fanning out over Beyonce. Again, I'm gonna be excited. Oh my God, it's Beyonce. Oh my God, this is Beyonce. But I'm not gonna be her. Oh, Beyonce. I can't. I would not do that. Because hold on. This is crazy. Like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? It seems overwhelming. And to me, that doesn't make, to me, this, okay, I'm trying to think how to say it properly. To me, acting like that would not make Beyonce feel comfortable to come up to you and say, hey, thanks for coming. It gives off, hey y'all, how y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? You're backing away. I'm backing away. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel like, oh my God, these are fans. These are fans. They're screaming. They're yelling. Okay, bye. Oh my God. Whereas if it's a calm atmosphere, she may walk up to everybody because you're not overly enthusiastic and screaming at her, and no one wants 50 people screaming in their face. Okay, but y'all leave Beyonce's fupa alone. Okay, let her be. Okay, get out her face too. Cause bitch, what? I'm gonna take this off. Let me I take stuff off. What's on the thumbnail? What's on that thumbnail? Hold on, I be forgetting sometimes. I be forgetting. Okay, we did Brandy, we did Chris Brown, we did Usher, we did Dwight. Drew, hold on. Oh Lord, y'all look at Mama D. Somebody tell Scrappy's mama out here, okay, rocking her hips, okay, with the peoples. Now I don't, child. Now, I know on the what's called the boy, what's the tour called? The what the Millennium Tour, the Boys Tour, whatever. Why is Scrappy bringing out his mama? What is happening here? Okay, I just want y'all to know, Mama D out here shaking her shimmy. Okay, now spectacular, sir, stop being nasty. What are you, sir? What are you doing? First of all, it could be kids in that audience. Okay, put your fingers down up there, fingering people on stage. What is wrong with you? Okay, keep sweat. Hold on to people. I've only heard great things about the tour with the on. Okay, it's great. Anyway, I said, girl, somebody give me Housewives of Atlanta, not Atlanta. What's it called? Potomac. So we have the names of who will be on Potomac next season. Okay, Monica's gone, Angela's gone, Kiana's gone. Okay, next season we will have, as Bravo said, it'll be Karen, Giselle, Ashley, Wendy, Stacy, Tia, and Robin is back as a friend. Because we know Wendy gonna be on trial, child, for the fraud and stuff. I'm looking forward to that. You know, Karen back from her jail stint in the DUI, whatever. I don't know why Athie's back. And that's it. That's all. Okay. But again, that's who back. Again, Karen, Giselle, Ashley, Wendy, Stacy, and Tia. I don't know why Tia is back at all. That confuses me. I'm not surprised that Angel and Kiana are not coming back. That's fine by me. Monique, bye. And I actually don't mind Robin being back as a friend of. Okay. But that is the Bravo what's and not around here. Now, I want to get into Gucci. One, you know, the FBI, the F to be in the I. No, of course not. Wine is never coming. Wine ain't never coming. Never. Okay. But back to Gucci. The F to be the I says Gucci Mane gave police a statement in alleged robbery kidnapping case. I need people to understand, if you rob me and you hold me at, if you rob me and kidnap me in some kind of way, it's not snitching if I report your actions to the police. Okay, kidnapping and robbery is against the law. Snitching is me and you did a crime together. Okay, we committed some kind of crime together, and while committing that crime, I snitch on you. That's snitching. But if you commit a crime against me, I'm not snitching by telling the police, yes, that's who robbed me and held me against my will as a kidnapping person. Okay. Now Gucci Mane also did a little track. Where is that? He did a little track. Okay. Where he said, tell the truth, you went out like a real crash dummy. And after all that, boy, you still signed to me. I thought it was a business meeting, but it was a setup. I walk in the room, you can feel the pressure building. Nigga dapped me up the whole time they plotting against me. Well, damn. And nigga set up the play like Suge Knight did with Dre, but I ain't Eazy-E now, and this ain't back in the day. Pressure on my chest, but I still ain't pressured. Pen to the paper, but it's under duress. Read between the lines, I don't settle for less. They smile on your face, then they stab you in your back. You learn from your daddy. So guess that's hereditary. I'm that same nigga that put money in your commissary. Okay. So he did a song called Crash Dummy, where he mainly, says what happened. Gucci also ain't the same nigga he was 20 years ago. Gucci is older now, got a few kids, got a wife. He's a businessman, and we can't expect people to always be street. Okay, at all. He is not the same hood, big bellied, wheezing person he was back in the day. Okay, that ain't what it is. So I'm like, he right. You know how dumb you have to be to hold the president of your label at gunpoint to sign you off the label and think it's cool. Either way it go, whatever's going on, you can't pow your way to getting it. Because if you do, you're going to end up in prison like you is now. This is the thing. I know of Gucci's past. No one in this is a saint. However, if you sign a contract with someone and you are now an artist and I'm the label head, we have to go to court, because when you start playing gun games, two things gonna happen, maybe three. Someone gonna end up dead, someone will end up in court, in jail, or someone will end up in court. It's easier and smarter to say, okay, I'm gonna sue you. If someone owes you money, you cannot rob them for it and think it's all good. Because if you rob me for it, I'm going to kill you or I'm going to have you arrested. That's what it is. But either way it go, you commit a crime against me does not make me a snitch or a rat. It means you sign on the line. That's what it is. And until we get something figured out, you can't force me to release you from your contract. But that's just not how it happens.
Nigga, this my cash money, and your fat ass flunky, he a stone cold junkie.
Not old junkie, girl. And also, not only that, be careful of who you sign to. I would never sign a Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane's label has been riddled with drama, bad karma, and bad situations. That's why ain't nobody innocent, okay? And Pooh Shiesty was denied bond, okay? Because why? He keep doing dumb shit. You was on probation. Was it probation or parole? He was on tether, committing crimes. Why would you think they're gonna let you on bond? Okay. The judge said no. Okay, it's probable cause to hold him and keep him in jail because why? He is accused of robbing and kidnapping people. So again, you have to be aware, conscious, and make smart decisions for yourself. Okay, dumb decision number one: signing the Gucci Mane label. After people look, I'm just saying. Okay. Gucci ain't a street nigga no more. Period. Okay. Period. It's that simple. It's that simple. Okay. Street stuff is street stuff. That's a whole different genre of things. This wasn't no street shit. And that's the problem. Niggas want to be look. Let me you know, in my former life, let me just say this. I know of what I speak on both ends. Okay. Not saying I'm a street person per se. However, I'm close enough to know enough to say the Gucci and Pooh Shiny shit was no street shit. That's also how you know some people are too, they don't think clearly. Because if they were in some street shit and some popped off or whatever, and Gucci, that's different. This is business. This is business because what Pooh and Pooh Shiny was signed to, I don't know, Jewish man, whatever label. Well, he went and tried to kidnap the Jewish white man for something? No, he would not have. If he had a contract with anybody else who he felt like it was an issue, would he have went guns a-blazing to the meeting with Jewish Man Records? No, he would not have. So Pooh took his hood brain thinking, I'm going to do hood shit because it's Gucci Mane. And that proves why he should not be a rapper. If you can't handle shit the right way, you can be street all you want to be, but you have to hire a lawyer. The same way you can be street all you want, hire a bodyguard to carry your gun. If you're not willing to change your mind about how you move once you get legit, you shouldn't be legit. Period. Because look what this is. Because look where it got you, nigga. You in jail. People be so willing to put, oh, but I'm a street nigga. I held my own. Yeah, nigga. Now you in jail. Dummy, stupid, idiot. However, you could have done the same shit legally with a fucking attorney. So I don't believe none of that street shit. No, once it's a contract in place. And even if you fuck me over, I would see you in court. Because why would I risk going to jail, not getting my money, because I want to be hood in the street? For what? When I'm pissed at work, I'm not going to be ghetto Jaylee. No, I'm going to handle shit professionally. No one should risk their freedom because of their ego or street cred. That's stupid. The prison is full of egomaniac street dudes. And for what? Now you in prison for years because you wanted to do what? And Gucci out here free. New teeth, new body, new wife, all that shit. Folks, we have to let go of that hood thought. When that hood thought keeps our people in jail and in prisons or dead. If you get into a bad contract, and we know lots of artists have bad contracts, you can't shoot your way out of it. But if you do, you're going to jail. Okay, and that's where Pooh is now. Pooh in jail, his daddy on house arrest. For what? You denied bond. Okay, gonna be locked up all summer. And for what? Because you wanted to play hood games at a fucking meeting. If you can't be smarter, then fine, be dumb and go to jail. Cool. That's fine. It's the most well-respected hood is in prison. I hope it's fun for you. Because no one's saying put up with disrespect. No one's saying put up with bullshit. No one's saying roll over and take it. We're only saying if you are in a bad situation with your boss and the contract is fucked up, get a lawyer. At least try to go the legal route before you and your 9 friends come to a meeting to rob and kidnap the people. That's all I'm saying. Think first. Okay, Offset. They said Offset got pistol whipped too. I don't know who Offset FaceTimed, who was, and this is them too. The fact that again you have your circle and you think you can trust people, and you FaceTime somebody from the fucking hospital because you didn't got shot and pistol whipped, and they are recording the fucking FaceTime. Bitch. They are recording the FaceTime and then posting the girl. I can't imagine. Now I said when we saw his picture that his face looked swollen. So allegedly, he also got a bit of a beaten up, a little pistol whip. Okay, so that's probably why his face looks swollen from the hits. Offset is now out of jail. He is out of the hospital. He was in there for like 2 days and whatnot. He posted on social media saying, "Thank you to everyone who checked in on me and showed me love. I'm good, but I'm planning to be better. I'm focused on my family, my recovery, and getting back to the music. Realizing that life is made up of quiet wins and loud losses. Life's a gamble, and I'm still planning to win." Set. Now, I think it's clear that Offset has an absolute gambling problem. And that's unfortunate. Okay, we know what now that we know, even in the casino here, Detroit, we have 3 casinos here. We have Motor City, we have MGM, and we have Greektown. We have 3 major casinos here in Detroit. And back in March of 2024, so 2 years ago, he owed Motor City Casino here in Detroit $100,000. Okay, he got $100,000 worth of credits from them to play the casino here, and he played it and never paid him back. Left without paying tab again 2 years ago, which means he's been doing this for years. The fact that this came up now is proof that he has been gambling, losing, getting lines of credits, not paying back debts for at least 2 years. Because if you still owe them in 2026, you have an issue. Okay, and they said he left without paying back what he was supposed to pay back. They then tried to run the account he gave them, because you give them an account to run for the monies, and it said no money was there. Okay, we could not get in contact with him, whatever. The account was like ain't no money around there. So yeah, they hit him with fraud and breach of contract. Okay, now his rep said he's working to get the matter resolved, which means he's looking for some money. He's looking for the money. And I'm like, if you think about it, Offset really hasn't. He had an album that came out sometime last year. He did a little tour of it or whatever. And we really haven't seen him anywhere performing at all. We haven't seen, like, when have you heard Offset's name in regard to like working? We only see him in casinos. So to me, this means he's allegedly he's cash poor. Yes, he's Offset of the Migos. He's Cardi B's ex-husband. All that. So yes, he's that. However, he's cash poor. So he's going to casinos who know, oh, that's Offset. Cardi B's husband. He's rich. And he isn't. So they give him a line of credit to use. He gamble, and he might win sometime, but he lose. And when he loses, he leaves. The get you gotcha now is he won't be able to go to any casino now and get a line of credit. Because it's now public knowledge. Hey, he don't pay his debts. Hey, he owed Motor City Casino from 2 years ago. Hey, he got shot in Florida at a casino. Okay, so go down to get let me get some money, child. I would say give me $40 because I ain't paying the shit back. I would never ask for a line of credit I can afford to pay back at a casino. Okay, at all. So, okay, but he's out the hospital. He gonna pay the people back, as he said. Okay, Ebro came out and Ebro apologized for bringing up Offset owe him money. But where is that? Hold on. I know it's this one. Because Ebro was like, he owe me $5,000.
Upset though, because when we were talking yesterday about this story and you asked me if he owed me money, I didn't know there was going to be this day-long pile on. Like, I don't know and didn't realize that all people were going to start claiming that Offset owes them money. Me and Offset made a goofy bet at the Super Bowl.
And it only came up because the story was about gambling. And when we started talking about debts and gambling, I remembered.
Because I tweeted about it at the time.
It was silly. And
it was silly.
I remember that you had a bet with him. I didn't know that it was going to go that way.
Right. And then when I heard the story yesterday, it didn't seem that egregious. And now when I'm hearing the details and the details started coming out yesterday, I didn't realize Lil TJ and Offset really had a problem. I thought this was just.
But I said, look, my bad. You know, I mentioned the $5K he owed me. I wasn't really thinking about it or whatever. I think it'll become a headline. And it's because you probably did not know other people had the same issue or the same thing going on with them in Offset. You may think, oh, we had a little bet, he ain't paid me back or whatever. In hindsight, that seems to be a recurring thing with him. Y'all might be cool. You might not care about $5,000. However, I'm sure other folks do care. You can't be life was tough these days for everybody. Okay, especially those celebrities who are out here shucking and jiving for the peoples. Okay. So that man said, I ain't got the money, child. I ain't got the money. I can't pay Ebro back. What am I gonna do? Okay. So we got Offset, we did Beyonce. We did Gucci Mane. Okay, let me get the Drew. Hold on, let me get the Drew. Child, when I said, bitch, I said, what the fuck is going on? Okay. Drew, Sidora. And Ralph, egghead ass Pittman. Okay. Now, Drew and Ralph are still not divorced. Okay. Still not divorced. I thought it got finalized, but it has not. So recently in court, Drew and Ralph still live in the house together. Ralph was in that basement still. a judge has now ordered Drew to vacate the house. Okay, Drew was kicked out. Okay, Drew was kicked out the house. Has to be out the house by May 31st. Okay, per court documents obtained by TMZ, the ruling came as the judge said the current financial circumstances of the parties, both of them would keep splitting the household expenses until Drew moves out. Now, I am confused because, well, for a couple of reasons. This is the thing. If me and my husband are divorcing and he's an asshole, and they had been divorcing for 3 years. Okay, 3 years. And it's like they both were fighting to keep the house. But I'm like, can y'all both afford to maintain the house without the other one there? And that's one question. My second question would be, or if you're done fighting with somebody, I'm gonna move. Keep the house. Because to me, I don't want to stay anywhere with all these badass memories, this badass energy. If Ralph owned a house, fine, bitch, I would have been looking for a 4-bedroom condo or 4-bedroom, whatever, because it's me and my 3 kids. Okay, I want to find something quick to move to start the new life for me without Ralph. And my only critique of Drew is Drew stayed at the house fighting for the house. And I'm like, it ain't even worth it. And now the fact that at least this temporary thing is the judge is forcing her to move out by May 31st, next month. Rock was also granted a primary physical custody of kids during the school year, which Drew had before. But they said when Drew had a kid, when Drew had custody of the kids, okay, the kids had excessive school absences under her care. But I was like, that's weird to me because Drew and Ralph live in the same fucking house. And even if we live in the same house with the kids, we both should be responsible for making sure the kids are. And it's not as if they live in two different houses. So wouldn't Ralph know the kids are late? So why ain't he helping? It's weird to me that they're saying when the kids are under Drew's custody, they be late. They all live in the same fucking house. So I don't understand how Drew got the kid late for work or late for school when Ralph lived there too. What the fuck was Ralph doing? So again, now Ralph has primary physical custody. Now they both share custody. He has physical custody of the kids during the school year. Okay. Again, he still is in the basement. He has the right to come upstairs to the kids ready for school. And I'm like, why was he doing like, bitch, what? Okay. Then Drew would get parenting time on alternating weekends, starting in August, meaning Ralph will have the kids full time and she gets them on every other weekend. And yeah, come on, look. I think as parents, as moms, people expect the mom to be the full-time caregiving person. And if she doesn't, oh, bad mom, you're bad. No, let these husbands, let these fathers be a full-time fucking parent for once. Yes, Drew, allow Ralph to be the parent. Okay, allow him. Yeah, yes, you have them all fucking day and I have them on every other weekend. Okay, the kids are, they're not babies. You know what I'm saying? They're old enough to know, mommy, daddy, old. You know what I'm saying? And I'm assuming this is just for, and I do wonder if this is for all 3 kids or just the 2 that they have, together. Because Drew's oldest son is not Ralph's son biologically. So I do wonder if the oldest son, who he's still like a teenager or whatever, I wonder if this includes him too. But I'm like, Drew has been a mom this whole time. Okay. And I don't want anyone trying to shame her because the judge has now ruled that the daddy will be the primary parent during school time, because they're saying that when Drew had kids during school time, they had, a lot of absences. Okay. Well, let's see what happens when it's Ralph. Okay, cool. I think it's unfair for people to expect the moms to just do more, to be there more. And when the father is put in that position, people want to mom shame a woman. No one dad shames a fucking dad. When moms are when parents separate and the mom has custody all the time and the dads have every weekend or whatever, no one jokes about that shit. That's regular. No, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Drew, enjoy being able to have more freedom, because, and this is I don't think Ralph's a bad father. I don't think he is. I think he's a good dad. You know what I'm saying? So if Ralph is a good dad, if Ralph is a good dad, let him do that shit. Let it be all on him. Let him take all the stress of being a stay-at-home dad with them kids for the whole school year. Okay, and you go work, go vacation, go have fun, go live life, and get your kids on your weekends. Okay, don't know what now, Drew. You make sure you don't miss no weekends with your kids. Okay, when it's your time, get your kids. Don't make no excuses. Okay, at the all. They brought up how Drew postponed her divorce trial to attend BravoCon last November. The judge allowed it, but I'm like, she has to work. She has to work. So I have to postpone a punk ass divorce a trial. Yes, I have to go. I have to go work. I have to get paid. I got 3 mouths to feed. I'm gonna be divorced. I gotta get a whole new fucking house. They said the school absences reportedly happened during her time of her being at BravoCon. I have to work, bitch. What do you want me to do? Okay. Now Drew's team was saying this is a temporary order and the case is still pending. I wouldn't care. I would not care. Not saying you want Drew to not care about her kids, not saying that she's a less of a mother. However, it is okay for one parent to be the primary parent and the other one may not be the primary parent. And if she has been the primary parent of kids' whole lives, it is okay if their father now does that too. Okay. Now, Drew may not see it that way. Okay. She may be heartbroken because, again, moms love their children. But I'm like, the kids are with the dad. Okay. And if Ralph is a stand-up guy, he will not block her from seeing the kids even during his time. You know what I'm saying? Like, put something in place to where she can still see her kids on a regular basis. So I've already seen so many jokes like, oh my God. I'm like, why do people expect the women to do more? Why do people expect the women to hold down the fort? And if a judge say, well, no, because she's been working and maybe she wasn't able to give the kids here their own time because she's working. Drew not out somewhere smoking crack, getting high, partying. She not somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Drew out here working. We don't know what fuck Ralph doing. So I'm not gonna knock Drew for this. And they said it's temporary. I don't know. And again, if Ralph had the kids during the school year, that's from around August, September to around April, May. Meaning she gets them in the summer. Child. But I'm like, but I do wonder why did she have to leave the house? Because Ralph ain't have to leave the house. Why she had to leave the house? And I wonder, I said, maybe they're trying to force Drew to get a new house to live at, because once the divorce is finalized, they won't be able to live in their house. But I'm sure she'll bring it up and she'll discuss it some kind of way. But I was like, girl, girl, now she can't leave the house. Yeah. K Michelle. Michelle. Hold on. My throat hurt, y'all. Yeah, K Michelle. I don't watch Jason Lee, but K Michelle was on an interview with Jason Lee, and she was talking cash money shit the whole time.
As you see, I came in love for everybody, and that I will. I'll never start anything. And to watch a person set up her plot and to say, is K Michelle a singer? Was she ever a singer?
They didn't say that.
Oh, who is she?
I also want to point out, okay, I'm not the biggest K Michelle fan. I feel like K Michelle is a reactionary person, and she is the kind of person that fights back when sometimes she don't need to say shit. I also want to point out, we also know the stuff said in the confessionals was filmed after they filmed the show. So it's not as if Drew said shit before meeting K Michelle. All the stuff is being said after filming. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. I don't think Drew set out to beef with Kay. But it happened.
You was following me. I was never following you. Beyonce know me. You don't have to.
But didn't Beyonce send you the note and the flowers?
That's what I'm saying.
Said you're killing it?
How you sitting up there in a whole karaoke bar type performance, and you want to talk about me? You gonna say I don't know if she's still a singer? I've been touring for years, and you've been trying for years. There's no way in 6 years that you got 10,000 streams.
Now how you know her streams, K Michelle?
That is not a beginner. That is a loser. That is a loser.
Then Beyonce.
That means that you got to find something else to do.
What
You watch this season, Jason Lee. And people try to make stuff be about music and this. When you watch this season and see the lows that were hit in order for me to react, the fact that I never, as you see, I came in love.
Oh, that's what you said.
That. So I never. Why would I go fight with women that I want to win? Genuinely. This show, regardless of anything, so this show really do mean a lot to me, because as a Black woman in reality, to watch this show be so big, I don't want to do nothing but add my legacy to this show, and I wanted to go even further. You watch it. Just to watch some of the most hurtful things to me that were done by men, and to watch
by men. What men? What men did something?
A particular woman use that in combat to hurt me. Pretty low, but it's TV. It's entertaining, right?
I think this is my issue with K Michelle. K Michelle knows how reality TV goes. She knows how people do things. She knows how people take your moments and throw them in your face, and it's up to you to react in whatever way. It's as if K Michelle's acting like, I can't believe, and I'm like, but it happens every season, on every show. Housewives ain't no better than any other reality show. So I think what I don't like the most is K Michelle playing. So, oh my God, Oh, my laptop. I can't believe it. And I'm like, we see it every season. We expect it every season. And I can't wait to see what causes the rift between Kay and Drew, because we don't know. But Kay speaks as if Drew did something wrong to her or came for her. And again, we ain't seen it yet. So I also feel like Kay is doing too much press right now after one episode aired. One episode has aired. And so I'm wondering, is she doing damage control from the beginning? Because why not let some stuff play out before you come trying to do interviews about what happened? We don't know yet.
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing about entertainment. I'm a star. I'm gonna always win entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna entertain you, and I'm gonna win, and I'm gonna vindicate.
Mm-hmm.
So that play at your own risk.
So did Drew Sidora get peach cobbler, or was it just rotten peach?
Y'all keep bringing up somebody who's never been brought up in history.
No, I just saw.
She ain't been brought up in movies. She ain't been brought up in music.
I know she was a YouTube star or something.
And Jason Lee is a messy little bitch. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And again, I don't understand why K. Michelle and Drew are on two different levels. We can't act like Drew has not been in the entertainment industry for years. So to me, you're doing to Drew what you're accusing her of doing to you. So I think that's what turned me off about it. You can't say I want to uplift women, but you're trying to act as if Drew is a nobody that nobody knew. I mean, we know Drew. We know Drew just like we know you. In my opinion, okay. She then went at Robin Dixon.
What you're not going to do is act like I don't deserve a spot in culture.
Mm-hmm.
In culture,
mm-hmm.
in Black woman culture,
mm-hmm.
on reality TV, I am culture.
Mm-hmm.
When they put me on Real Housewives, do you know how disgusting it is to watch Black women? She don't supposed to be on there. She don't fit. Well, you haven't even picked up your kids from day camp. How you gonna tell me I'm not supposed to be somewhere
Mm-hmm.
because of my past?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was open enough to show you my life, what you've dealt with, you gonna say I'm not good enough or this enough to be on a TV show?
Are you talking about Robin Dixon?
Forget Robin. She's a couch potato. We don't care about no Robin Dixon. She can't even be content in the fact that her husband or whatever he call himself don't want her.
Again, people take what they've seen of your life and throw it in your face. So the same thing that she's accusing other people of doing, and y'all know I can't stand Robin. Don't like her. Okay. She's some of them nerves. Okay. But I feel like she's doing the same shit to other people that she said people do to her. And a part of being on a show, people will have opinions about you. And I think no one's issue, I think people's issue was we knew K. Michelle from Love and Hip Hop. And just in our minds, the shows don't cross-pollinate. Okay? But they brought up before how Tammy Roman, who was on Basketball Wives, they did not want her on Housewives because, again, it was two different shows, two different networks. So I think people's point was, okay, Michelle, was she on Love and Hip Hop? Can she be on? It's a conversation. And I don't like Robin child, but they have a successful podcast. I feel like you can't want to advocate for women, but the moment you feel like someone gave an opinion about you, you then go visceral with your reply.
Are we finna do that? You can't keep a job. What's your job? Let's not talk about me with every accolade that you will never see unless the rapture comes. You can't talk to me about where I'm supposed to be, where God placed me, where production and anything. There are housewives that are me, that feel like me, think like me, look like me, gone through what I gone through. Ain't a housewife show supposed to show the real housewife?
And you're a real housewife.
I'm a real housewife. It don't matter if it was a whole coach trying to do it before. I'm a real housewife.
Now she said when she tested for the show, she was dating a whole different man. And then quickly married her current husband and stuff. Again, there are housewives like K. Michelle. There are also housewives like Robin.
Like for real. I got a real man that really love me. I got real life. My shit don't be perfect. I'm really trying to get it together. I really want another child. And for you to sit there as on a couch selling t-shirts.
Now why she can't sell t-shirts? I like buying t-shirts. I ain't gonna buy no Robin t-shirt, but what's wrong with selling t-shirts?
Selling t-shirts, hats, caps.
What's wrong with that's called merchandise? You supposed to sell merchandise. You supposed to do that. Candy sell dildos. Hell, K. Michelle sell bottles of liquor.
Or whatever you trying to sell and think it's a joke. You and the other one over here like a little devil. Y'all over here laughing.
What's the other one?
Just hell. You
not just hell.
For y'all to sit there and try to laugh at a job. Let's try to laugh at another. Like, why you laughing? What is funny? What is funny is my accomplishment trumps and laps all of y'all accomplishments.
And y'all know I hate a bitch who like to say I'm better than you. That's why I don't like K. Michelle. That's why K. Michelle irks my nerves, because you can be upset at someone coming for you in any real way. I get that. She has a right to defend herself. But you are trying to be upset at someone judging you, and you just sit up here and judge them, and they're just like you. They are also women who live a life, and they open themselves up to the world, and now you're using their lives to slap them in the face. So the same thing you are complaining about that people that you said did to you, you're doing it to them, all because they have a podcast.
I could die right now and you still wouldn't catch up. You get what I'm saying?
I hear you, yes.
But when we come from different shows and different things, you know, you round up fighting people about your career and what it is. People always want to talk about your past and where you started from.
Wait, was Giselle hating too? Giselle wasn't hating.
And she had a little thing. I told her she looked pretty because that's all she is. That's what she needs.
So yeah, K. Michelle, she talked about how much she loved R. Kelly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love him.
Really? Have you ever said that?
I loved Robert Kelly. I loved him.
Like loved in love?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I loved him.
The only question I have for you with R. Kelly is, have you written him a letter? And if so, no?
You being shady.
Anyway, yeah, K. Michelle, child, she on the show now. I don't, I'm gonna watch it or whatever, but girl, I just feel like you can't complain, but then do the exact same shit you're complaining about. Okay. Now, lastly, I'll do this one. Lastly, y'all know Stefon was at Cardi's show, child. She had a show in Maryland, and where's the video of her? Wait, hold on. It's the video of her and him. No, so her, she performed a child and whatnot.
Let me stop. When I wrote that song, I got pregnant. Damn! I used to have a Maryland nigga that used to hit me on my bed. I might get put on my bed tonight. Thank you, Dave.
So he was around there having a good ass time, child. Him, his mama's people, and I'm like, one is a baby daddy. A part of me feel like they still cool. You know what I'm saying? It's a new baby. she was performing in where he lives, in the city he lives in. So I'm not surprised, they having a good time. You want the parents of the kid to, be in good spirits together. You want them to have a good time together. You want him to support her and all that. We don't want any negative energy, any bad blood, child. And he was, when I was watching her performance that night, Cardi was absolutely dancing and performing, knowing he out in the audience. You can see me, child. Okay, he here too. And because her concerts are always great and whatnot. But again, I'm like, she know he here. Now, we don't know if they back together. We don't know if, they want that old thing back. It could just be we have a son together. Our son is a couple months old. She mentioned for Easter weekend or whatever, the son was with him and whatnot. I'm in your city. Let's link up. Come to my show and we can talk and see where things go. Okay. And then when they show Cardi leaving, wait, because they see Stefon leaving, okay, walking, going to his car. Go get in a car, Stefon, okay. You then seen Cardi B leaving, and I think Stefon went and got his car. And Cardi was there. And then somebody out there, it was sound.
Hey, my Libra sister.
Cardi, what do you think about what happened to Offset, Cardi? What's your reaction?
Why the hell you asking?
Some paparazzi asked her, yeah, what do you think about Offset getting shot? Now, why don't you ask me that?
No, this our concert.
Okay. And she then went to Stefon's car. Where you going? You going home? I mean, I can come with you. I mean, I guess so. What do we do? What do you want me to do? Okay. And there was footage that she got in the car with the baby daddy. How you do it? And they left together. Now, again, they have a child together. Okay. So it's not as if we can be, I can't believe. I can. Look, I think Cardi showed him, I'm pissed at you. Whatever happened, she showed him, I'm pissed at you. And maybe she did it to make him step up. I don't know. Again, maybe she left her purse at his house. I don't know. Okay. What I do know is, when you want somebody, you gonna fuck that person. That's what it is. Okay. It could be just sex. It could be, hey, I just want to go home with my baby daddy. I don't know. We wasn't there. I'm not gonna knock her for, going home with her child's father. At all. We've seen Stefon Diggs. I mean, have you looked at Stefon Diggs? He's very attractive. And this is the thing. When there's a person in your life that you find attractive, you look at them. You be like, I just want to do stuff. I just want to just touch the back of my throat. Just do whatever. You know what I'm saying? You want what you want. And that's okay. She grown, he grown. We hope and pray she's on some birth control. Because I'm preaching that today, it's raw sex, good sex, wet sex, all those things, okay? So that's them together, right? Now, separate from that, okay, I was like, Offset demanded a DNA test for Cardi's newborn baby with Stefon. I said, I see this, why he got shot. Look. I'm not going to tell y'all my business because it's my business. What I will say is when you are sexually attracted and connected to a person, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, and it was what it was, and it will always be what it always is. Okay? And it ain't nobody else's business what y'all doing. The only reason we know, because people, you know, we saw them leave together. But to me, Stefon and Cardi probably are sexually connected. I'm sure when he says something, her coochie thump. I'm sure when she say something, his dick thump. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so that's okay. As long as that person is not harming you, you agree to whatever you agree to. You are two adults doing the thing you want to do, child. Okay, you let it be what it is. You don't need no title to it. You don't need no discussion with it. Everything just fits in together, and that's it. And Cardi and Stefon look like they have the good child look.
That's what you want here? Yeah. Fine. I'm fucking him.
And that's all that matters. Okay? Yes. People's fucking them. Okay? Anyway. Be drumming. Okay? Be drumming, bitch. Girl. All I'm saying is when you know, have an attraction to a person and y'all have done the do and y'all want to keep doing the do the do. This is fun. It's great. It's an amazing time, okay? Amazing time. Anyway, back to this. Yeah, okay, back to this. Offset reportedly asking for a DNA test for Cardi and Stefon's newborn baby. Okay, Cardi and Stefon baby boy was born in November of last year. And I feel like, you know, we're well aware of the fact that Cardi and Offset were done. Okay, Cardi and Offset were done. There was never a point when we seen Cardi with Stefon. I never felt like, oh, she could also possibly be still messing with Offset, because their breakup was so publicly toxic. Cardi B was a different person. Okay. So Offset even asking, all this came out in the court paperwork for the divorce. Okay. There was a dispute over the paternity of one of her kids. And it says, per TMZ, Offset requested a DNA test for Cardi B's youngest child. Now, this is the get you got to. We don't know if this was before she had baby Stefon and he was questioning Blossom's paternity. That I'll say fine or whatever. But again, all it said was he wanted a test for the younger child or whether finding out the baby could be his or Stefon's. The judge did not request for a DNA test on the newborn, but granted a separate paternity requesting concern another baby, meaning he probably asked for one for baby Stefon. And the judge probably said, nigga, no. Nigga, no. Okay. But we can have it on the other baby, which is Blossom. It says specific birth dates were redacted. The order only noticed one child as a newborn born in November. That was baby Stefon. Okay. To me, this shows how toxic Offset is, because you know you hadn't fucked that lady when she got pregnant with the baby. Okay. So to even ask for one for her newest born baby is you been an asshole. Okay. Now the court order also bans both of them from making any disparaging remarks, defamatory remarks about each other publicly or on social media. That may be why Cardi don't say shit about Stefon. I mean about Offset. That may also be why she don't say his name, because you know his name is redacted from her song that she does at her show. When she says put the picture on Offset name taken out. So it's probably because I'm not gonna say his name. Don't want to say his, I don't. There's nothing. Okay. Also, I feel like Offset is probably getting his karma because Cardi is on a sold out world tour. She cool with her baby daddy, Stefon Diggs. Okay. Even though he was let go from his football job or whatever, he may get picked up somewhere else and whatnot. Okay, get another court date, whatever. But yeah. Then separately, okay, I was on Twitter the other day. Okay. And I saw this post, Tasha post, and I said, this bitch want to get sued. I said, now why would she post? Now she posted this the 9th at 1:52 p.m. Stefon Diggs and Tiffany are celebrating the arrival of their new baby, which reportedly makes baby number 8. Sources close to the mother said she revealed the news this morning after keeping her pregnancy private, and both mom and baby are healthy and happy. She's from Germany but lives in Houston. Diggs, who also already dropped from New England Patriots earlier this year, hasn't been picked up since, but he's growing his family. So Tasha K is alleging that Stefon fathered a brand new baby. I said, girl, don't you hold Cardi B some money up? I promise y'all, I would not report on nothing that has to do with Cardi B, Offset, or Stefon Diggs. I would not report on anything connected to that girl if I owe her full meal. Okay? It ain't worth it. Now, Offset getting shot, cool. Mention it. Even Stefon getting fired, cool, fine. But to me, this does seem a bit messy. Okay? Just a bit. You know? And, you know, there's no actual proof that he the daddy. The girl just posted the picture of herself in the pregnancy. Someone in the comment section commented Stefon's name. So I don't know where Tasha got the information that the baby is Stefon's. Weird to me. And when I saw it, I was like, oh Lord, I'm sure Cardi Lord is like, bitch, we gonna get you. So per TMZ, Cardi B is asking the judge to hit Tasha K with sanctions, claiming she violated a non-disclosure agreement 25 times, speaking on her, Offset, and Stefon. Because again, remember, a part of the, you know, the part of the court stuff that Tasha, I'm so tired, y'all, that Tasha has with Cardi. She's not supposed to she's not supposed to report anything negative on Cardi and them and whatnot. But Cardi's saying 25 times she spoke on either me, my ex-husband, my father, me, my ex-husband, my baby's father. And I don't know why Tasha keeps doing that. Says reportedly show, Doc reportedly show Cardi accusing Tasha of being on a relentless mission to target and harass her and the family through roundabout commentary, so the audience can easily figure it out who he's talking about. And again, I'll say this. In my opinion, Tasha K absolutely reports on stories around Cardi in a way that is to antagonize Cardi, because she can't discuss Cardi directly. So I will discuss people around her kids' fathers, to inadvertently comment about Cardi in general. But Cardi can't say I'm reporting on her. So I don't know why Tasha is even playing these games. Like, once I've lost in court, I'm not playing courthouse games anymore. Once I've lost in court to this one person, I would never report on them. There's so much other news going on. You don't have to report on shit Stefon does. If you know that could possibly get you sanctioned in court about possibly harassing Cardi. Okay? Even if you did not say Cardi's name, it can be looked at you trying to still shade her by commenting on her baby daddy getting someone else pregnant. Because if commenting the lady got a new baby with me, he cheated on Cardi with this lady and got her pregnant. Because he was with Cardi for sure 8-9 months ago. He was. Because if their child was born in November, that was 6 months ago. That would mean while Cardi was pregnant with that baby, he was also getting somebody else pregnant. Okay. Now Offset getting shot, that's Offset getting shot. But even bringing up Offset's gambling debt can kind of be tied to Cardi, who has the money and don't want to pay Offset. So Cardi said, "Hey bitch, yep, judge, get her." Cardi's asked the court to step in, issue penalties for any future violations in order Tasha to completely stop speaking on her and her family altogether. And I'm like, I don't know why Tasha won't stop. Do not speak on you should not speak on Cardi, Offset, or Stefon. Those three people, because that's her and her kids' fathers. There's nobody else who you can connect the Cardi beside those two men. Having to not speak on one person in their family is a simple thing to do to prevent you from being dragged back in court. You owe $4 million. Just stop. Just stop. Okay? It ain't worth it. Cardi Single Teams is Lisa Moore says Tasha's been running what they call a relentless course of conduct aimed at provoking and targeting Cardi and her family. The claim paints a pattern. Posts go up, references are made, and once flagged by Cardi's team, the content disappears. Just stupid. Just dumb. Okay? But yeah, I'm tired now. It is 3 hours later. 3-hour tour. The Gilligan, the skip. I'm a skipper. I'm not a skipper. I'm not a captain. I don't know. All I know is Cardi, get your money, girl. Drew, be a weekend mom. K. Michelle, girl. Stop being a bitch. Okay, stop complaining about people doing things that you do to them. Beyonce, we love you. Okay, Offset, stop gambling. Okay, Gucci, keep snitching. Anyway, y'all, look, please make sure to like this video, subscribe, all the good things I say every time. I am tired, child. I'm so sleepy. Oh, God, I'm so tired. At least my hair dry now. I can at least put it up in a bun and go to bed. I thank y'all for being here. Yeah, there was other content on my channel. Go watch whatever you have not watched. I will probably be live again on Sunday. I'll have content up Saturday and Sunday as well. But I gotta go to bed. Okay, y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Y'all like and comment and subscribe and share and all those good things. Okay. I am tired. I'm gonna go have some good sleep, y'all. Some good sleep. I gotta go. Bye.